Today, I'm gonna get straight in the point and start a channel from finding the niche to actually creating the channel and uploading the first video and showing you the entire process. A lot has changed with YouTube, especially with a ton of people getting demonetized, so make sure you watch this whole video to see how this would actually work in February of 2026. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is find a niche. You can either do this by looking directly on YouTube, or you can use a niche finding tool. I'm using this niche finding tool here on TubeGen. So I'm gonna do a channel that's within the last year. We're gonna do at least 20,000 views, and that's gonna be per video. And let's just apply some filters here. Now, I sorted by average views, so I'm just gonna go through and look through and find a good channel. So this channel that I just found in the niche finder sticks out. I went through a few of them, but I'm gonna show you why this one in specific sticks out. This channel is fairly old, but the thing is they recently started making new types of videos that are doing better. And take a look at this new formula. They're getting a ton of views here. But the thing is they were kind of mixing between what it's like to be, a mafia boss or a hedge fund CEO versus, POV, you are this. So the thing is they've done two of those POV videos. One got 1.2 million views and one got 600,000 views, while the rest of the videos, I think on average they were doing better. But they decided to stick with this format, as you can see, and this is the only thing they're uploading now, which means they kind of abandoned this POV idea. I like this idea. It's proven to work, and it's worked twice within the last 2 months. So we're going to take this specific idea from the channel, and now that we know that they're not going to use it anymore, we're going to use it ourselves. So over here in TubeGen, I can go to the Styles tab and press on Create New Style. Then I'm just going to call it POV, and we're going to do around 1,200 word count. Now I'm gonna add 2 reference videos here, and we're gonna do those 2 POV videos. Now that we have these, all we have to do is now pick a voice.
Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration.
Then one thing I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna make the voice speed a little bit quicker so we can have fast pacing because they're gonna be shorter videos, and we're gonna simply press Create Style. Now to find the video idea, I'm essentially going to take his best performing video, which is the what it's like to be every mafia rank, and we're going to transition it to this style. So it's a pretty simple thought process. I'm literally just looking at which video has the most views. It's the what it's like to be every mafia rank. Then if you go into his video, and then we go to the end, he's pretty much saying the highest rank is the mafia boss. So we're going to make it our video titled POV, You Are a Mafia Boss. So let's go over to create video. Then we're going to select our style, which is POV. Now you can generate a title using generate from your style or generate from URL or sample list, but we already have our title, so we're just going to type it into the script tab. So we got this in here, POV, you're a mafia boss, and then we're just going to press generate for the script. And essentially what is going on is on the back end, TubeGen is analyzing the transcripts of the videos and training TubeGen's AI model to write just like this channel. And of course, because this is only 1,200 words and it writes like 100 words per every 2 seconds or so, this should be done in literally like maybe a minute max. So we have our video script done here. Now let's go over to the voiceover section, and we're gonna press on generate. Now, as we're generating the voiceover, for example, we can actually go over to the description tab. The cool thing about TubeGen is you can go in between these and generate multiple things. So we're gonna generate the description while the voiceover is generating. And now the voiceover is done, so let's take a listen to it.
You're 24 years old, working at your uncle's social club in Brooklyn.
Anyways, let's now go over to the visuals tab, and we're going to press on animate images. First thing I want to do though as well is I want to select the quality. So we're going to do Nano Banana Pro. We're going to choose our style here. So we're actually going to do a custom style, and we need to put in some images. So we're going to call this POV as well, and we're going to type in 2D cartoon style. And now we're just going to take a few screenshots from their channel to create the same art style. So literally, I'm going to snap this shot right here. There we go. We're just going to save it as something random. And then this is going to be the second screenshot I'm going to use. Now we're essentially just going to add these 2 images right here and press Create Style. Now in this case, with consistent character mode, we want our character to be the same in every frame, and we're just going to steal this guy's character. So let's just add our character. We're just going to do main character. So here's our character, and we're going to actually press place in every image because this is POV, so we want, it to be a POV video. And this will make sure he's in every image. Not that every image will be just him, but he will just be present in all of them. Then all we have to do is press on Generate 260 prompts and press Continue. So here is our first image. As a result, you can see Nano Banana is really good at keeping the quality consistent. And pretty much this is showing us this is going to be the style. So we want to confirm, okay, do we like this? That's why not all of them generated. But as you can see here, you can see pretty much the scene number, what timestamp it'll play through, the script, the part of the script that it's using. And now we're just going to go ahead and press on generate all images. So now all the images are officially done generating, and as you can see there's 280. I can scroll all the way to the bottom, we'll go up, but these look like they're hand-drawn. I mean, I'll scroll randomly and press on them just so you can see. I mean, check this one out for example. Look at the character, the door, and we have the same consistent guy throughout, and it's even changing his age. What I found to be really cool is like sometimes they'll include other characters in these images that are different, that aren't looking like the main character, right? For example, like right here, which looks really cool. And yeah, if I just slowly scroll through, you can see how cool this is. It mass generated 286 that follows our script. So you didn't have to write the prompting. You didn't have to time it yourself. Everything is edited together for you in the exact style of the channel that we're copying. Now you might have seen like the credit estimate from before. Don't worry about that. That's not actually accurate because it's going based on assuming that you're going to animate at the highest quality. For example, if I press animate image, it's on high best performing model. This is going to cost 411 credits versus turbo would cost 261. And it just depends on the length, but on average, the lowest model is going to be around half the cost, but it's actually one of the best models. It's just really cheap. And another thing is I don't have to press animate all images. What I'm going to do here is if the image is only playing, for example, right, this one's 4 seconds, 4.6, this one's 1.7. So I'm going to do any image that's less than 2.5 seconds, I will not animate. And that way I can save a ton of credits. So that way only like half of the video will be animated, like back and forth between what's animated and what's not. Because if the image is like 1 second, you can imagine here like this is playing for like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, then it moves on to the next one. It doesn't need to be animated because it's already so quickly paced. And it's gonna mix it with the animations. Nobody's gonna even notice, oh, like these parts aren't animated or whatnot. They're just gonna assume, oh, because this is a quick frame, it didn't need to be animated, right? So I'm gonna go through and just press animate image, right? I'm gonna turn on the fixed camera mode, use turbo. We're gonna animate this one because it's 4.6 seconds. And then we're just gonna go through and animate all the ones that are longer than 2.5. For example, this one's 3.5. We're gonna go press fix and animate, and this way we can actually go through. Now, you can just mass animate them. In advanced mode, you can make it so some are images, some are animations. We even have a video editor here. Now, the thing is, because I want this to be a high quality video, I'm just gonna manually go through all these images, which is only gonna take around 15 minutes to do, and then I will cut back to when I'm done and I've animated everything. Now that all the animations are done, we can actually go over to the built-in video editor, and it's just gonna put everything together for us. And we can even go to the effects tab, add like crossfades, zoom in, zoom outs, but we don't really need to do that because this is meant to be like a video where it's animated, right? So we don't really need to do that. So in this video editor, we actually don't really need to do anything except export the video. So now we just need to wait for this to go from 0 to 100%. In TubeGen, you can actually create thumbnails as well, but the thumbnails are mainly based on providing an example thumbnail and then telling TubeGen what you want to change about it. But to be quite honest with you, I don't even know exactly what I want to make the thumbnail. I don't know what to put in the thumbnail. So here's the thumbnail that was created. The way I created it is I literally went in Nano Banana and I pasted in the images of the two thumbnails here. I pasted in this POV one and this POV one. I said the title for this thumbnail is you're an international arms dealer, and the title for this one is you're a cartel accountant. Create a prompt for me that would create the same style of image, but for my video title, POV, you're a mafia boss. And it gave me this prompt. I just pasted this prompt in the Nano Banana Pro, and I got this image right here. All right, so our video is now done. Now we just need to set up our channel. So I'm in YouTube. We're gonna create a channel name. Maybe we'll just call him POV guy. Then we're simply gonna get a screenshot of him and then save this as our profile picture. Then we're gonna create the channel. Now all we gotta do is go to the YouTube studio and press on create, upload video, and we're gonna upload this video. Then we're gonna go in here and upload our thumbnail. We're also gonna go in the channel settings, open up channel, select the country as the United States. Advanced settings I'm gonna set to no. Category we'll set to entertainment. Video language we'll set to English. Same with the title and description, we're gonna set it to English. And now we have the title, description, thumbnail, the video itself, and then all we gotta do is add in our end screen, which in this case we don't even need to add in an end screen because we don't have any other videos. Then I'm gonna schedule this video to premiere in like a few hours. So right now it's 1:23, we'll do 3 p.m. And I'll actually play a little bit of this video so you can see what it looks like.
You're 24 years old, working at your uncle's social club in Brooklyn. You bring coffee, sweep floors, and keep your mouth shut. You aren't a boss. Not yet. You're just a kid who knows when to look the other way.
And there we go. And if you guys are interested in using TubeGen, there's going to be a referral link in the description for you to get a discount, as well as if you want to apply to work with me one-on-one, there's a link in the description to apply for that as well. Thank you so much.